Let's snuggle up close. Let's sit right next to each other.
All right, dear.
All right. Hello, everyone.
Hi. Hi.
And we're here again. We didn't do a show last week. Not that anybody gives a shit. Nobody listens to this YouTube channel. They will one day.
Don't worry about one day. We do it for ourselves. We don't do it for anybody else.
That's right. It's a record, so our grandchildren will be able to hear what we sounded like.
We're not going to have any grandchildren.
All right. So anyway, I'm Lance Ash, and with me is Bonnie.
Hi.
And we're going to give you an update on our life and our feelings about current events and so forth. So anything going on? Anything current?
No.
Well, former President Trump is on trial. Ha ha. You know nothing's going to happen. You know he's not going to spend a day in jail. He could...
Hung jury, all it's going to do is boost his ratings, and his supporters will get more and more crazy-headed and become more prone to violence.
This thing's not going to be wrapped up before the election. And certainly there won't be any sentencing before the election.
Well, the trial will probably be wrapped up, but you're right. He'll probably appeal like he does with everything.
They'll drag it out.
And spend his supporters' money, which I'm curious about. How is it that he can bring all this money into the fold and say that to raise all this money? Is he raising it as political? Is it raising it only as donations for his legal fund? If so, I'd have the IRS look at what he's reporting for income, because receiving those kind of funds.
Well, his constant violation of the gag order, he could come out he could come out in the hallway of the courtroom and say the judge needs to be lynched. Yeah, and they wouldn't do a damn thing.
They wouldn't do a damn thing. There really is a 2-tier, or maybe even a 3-tier system, because we've got the wealthy, that's 1 tier. We've got the everyday man, and then we have the minorities that are shit upon consistently by the court system, the police, etc. So yeah, multi-tier system for justice.
Yeah. So, that's going on. And I think this happened last week. It wasn't this week, but I got out of my car at work to unlock the gate to get in the parking lot, and I parked too close to the old badge reader. I didn't go over this already. Anyway, getting out of the car, I smacked my head into the badge reader on the pole. And jerking back, I hit the area between my nose and my mouth on the corner of the door of my car, and cut my face open. And only today does it actually feel like it's healing. So it's been
the swelling's gone down.
About 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks.
Well, maybe next week you can ask the dentist just look at it. Yeah.
Anyway, so I still had to go over and unlock the gate. So, there's a moment of stunning, or, where you're stunned by the pain, by what's just happened.
Yeah.
And I just, went, oh, that happened. Okay, that's it. And I walked over and I unlocked the fence, the gate, and then I walked back and I ripped the goddamn thing off the post and threw it in the woods.
But that wasn't the only interesting gate story you had from the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, earlier this week. Okay, so there's the employee parking lot on one side of the building, and then there's the truck driver's parking lot on the other side.
Where they make the deliveries.
Right. So, believe this was Sunday night, beginning of this week. I opened the gate, go in the building, go through the building, unlock the doors that lead to the loading dock, and then there's a truck backed up at the dock. But I didn't think anything about it, because there's often a truck backed up at the dock. So I go down to unlock the truck driver's gate, and I turn around, and a guy jumps out of the truck. And I said,
Whoa.
How did you get in here with the gate locked? He goes, they locked me in.
Jesus.
Now, there's a roll-up door that also leads to the inside of the building, but that's never locked. This guy could,
No.
and there's nobody in the building. This guy could have gotten out of his truck, realizing he's locked in, and gone into the building and realized that he's all alone, and rifled through the mail and stolen stuff. And
Major
it's
security
a
problem.
huge screw up on the part of somebody.
That wasn't the only big screw up though this week, was there? What did Mitch discover?
Oh, there is, and this is a matter for postal inspectors. If any are still listening to the show, they have what is called UBBM, which is undeliverable bulk mail. It's mail. We don't. If you've mailed something bulk rate, what we used to call bulk rate, now it's called standard mail. They don't forward that or return to sender it. It just gets thrown in the trash if it can't be delivered. And so there's a hallway that leads out to the back, and it was just full of this stuff because nobody has bothered to throw this stuff away since November, and it just keeps piling up. So my friend I work with, they told him a couple days ago to throw all this mail away, and he realized that nobody had. You're supposed to go through the mail to double check it, make sure that it's supposed to be thrown away. He found first class mail in there,
Which is supposed to be marked return to sender.
either returned to sender or forwarded. Right, and apparently the postmaster doesn't care. He doesn't want anybody going through the undeliverable mail, bulk mail. And Mitch was afraid to report this because only clerks are supposed to go through the mail, supposed to throw this stuff away. And he just happened to see some first-class mail in there. So I told him, this is a matter that you could report this to the postal inspectors and get the postmaster in trouble because he's basically ordered people not to go through the mail. It's huge. It's a huge screw up.
It's interesting that you mentioned the clerks. You guys are up there after 2 years of litigation and negotiation because there is work that's been done by the clerks that is exclusively in the domain of the mail handlers. And here it is 2 years on, you guys finally get up there and are doing the work you're supposed to be doing. And now Mitch is suddenly doing clerk's work. So yeah, I can see why he wouldn't want to cause a stink.
Well, just last night, no, it was either the last night or the night before. It's supposed to be our job to load and unload trucks. The truck drivers aren't supposed to load and unload their own trucks. They can help, I think. But anyway, I turned around and a truck had backed up, and there's this old fat man, and he's got 20 heavy containers of mail to pull off by hand. And I ran out there to help him. And if I hadn't helped him, he would have had to pull all this stuff off by himself, by hand. And it was hard enough for me to do, to help him. And it's a major screw up.
Yeah, you guys already have some broken equipment they haven't fixed or replaced, right?
We find broken equipment every night.
But
I'll tell you something
is it one
else.
of the things that unloads the truck? It's not a forklift, but what's the other? A pallet jack or something? One of those is now broken?
Well, they fixed it.
Oh, they did. Good.
But it's a piece of junk anyway. But I'll tell you something. Tell you a historical tidbit leading up to this story. Long time ago, Andrew Carnegie, who was a villain before he decided to change his rep by donating money to libraries, he didn't want to pay his workers any more money. So he created this thing called the Golden Shovel Award to whichever steel mill had produced the most steel in a quarter would get the golden shovel. And all it was this
Point of
thing that they would mount on the roof of the mill, and to motivate the workers. Oh, we did the most. We shoveled the
Go
most
team, go!
steel, into the furnace, and so now we get the gold. It doesn't mean anything. It's just something they can point out and say, "Look, we got the award this quarter. No more money in your pocket. No more benefits." Anyway, the people I work with, the clerks, especially one of the clerks, is very keen on getting our scores up for the machine we operate so that we can be number one in the nation. And it doesn't mean any more money in his pocket. And it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean you get an extra day off per quarter or whatever. And these people are really into it. We got to be number one. And
Does anyone benefit from this thing?
well, the thing is, when this machine was first installed, it didn't do as much as it does now. They've added more mail to it since then and expanded it. But when they first installed the machine, it was just this one clerk and another clerk. And the first quarter or whatever that it was running, they were number one in the country. And the postmaster got an enormous monetary bonus for this. And he decided to give one of the two clerks $1,500 out of his bonus. The other guy got nothing. So now this has gone to this guy's head, and he thinks, well, we can't waste a single second. We can't have a moment to spare. We must keep the machine running. We've got to be number one, because he thinks he's going to get another cash payout, and he's not. That was probably a one-time thing. And anyway, nothing's guaranteed. And I'm not going to bust my ass just so we can be number one when it means nothing and nothing's guaranteed.
You already work full steam every night. You always
Exactly.
overdo it. Everybody says, Lance, slow down, slow down. I'm constantly telling you this. Everybody at work tells you this. You always overdo it. What more could you possibly do?
Yeah, exactly. Last night we got 2 containers of mail that were mislabeled. We run all the how can I describe this? We run all the packages for the surrounding towns, surrounding our area first, and then at a certain time in the night we cut that off and we start running the more local towns. Well, after we had started running the more local towns, I dumped a container on the machine, and it was all the wrong mail. It was from supposed to be the previous run, and I didn't know whether I had screwed up or not. So we had to waste time cleaning all that off the belt. So now I go ahead and dump the second one. Now this one I know I did the right thing because it was mislabeled, and the previous one was mislabeled too. So again, we had to waste time. And all I could think of while we're cleaning the mail off the belt, the conveyor belt, is this one clerk must be just fuming because we're wasting 5 minutes here cleaning all this mail off that we're not supposed to be running. Our scores are going down. Our scores are going down. I could care. I don't give a shit. I don't care. It's the golden shovel all over again.
This mail had been mislabeled, so it really wasn't your fault.
No, it wasn't, and I didn't know at first whether it was my fault or not. But the second time, I saw the label,
Tag.
yeah, and it was the wrong tag.
So where's that happening? That new facility in
Wherever,
Colorado?
and probably, I guess that's where it came from. Anyway, but overall, I'm really liking the new job. It is really busy. You stay busy, but they got to get us some more help, and they've got to get us some
More mail
machinery. Yeah.
Because you guys are being stretched between the machine and the dock. And there are times when you have to stop working the machines to go work the dock.
Yeah, and this one clerk doesn't like that. He can't stand it. That I told this was earlier this week. We're working, and I turned around and looked out on the dock, and there were like 3 trucks had backed up at once, and I had spent all this time cleaning it off and getting it organized, and these 3 trucks are coming in and they're screwing everything up. So I went over and told these people,
The boss.
I've got to go help on the dock. And this motherfucker turned to me and said, you gotta help on the machine. And I just went, uh-huh, and walked off.
You should have just said, I gotta do my job.
We got more to do than just, this machine is not the only
Yeah.
operation in the building. It's not the only thing that matters.
This guy's a pain in the ass.
He's an idiot.
I expect one of these days he's going to get very physically aggressive with you.
I doubt it. He's not that kind of person. But I will say
He's
this.
got a nasty attitude.
If you have ever watched the old Fat Albert cartoon, it would many times, like every single episode, it showed the group walking across the screen, and everybody had a distinctive walk, and the character Rudy had this certain walk. This guy walks like that all the time.
The drag.
No, just sort of like I'm
Mr. Cool.
I'm funky, jive town, funky cool man, walking like you're dancing all the time. Sort of got a bop and the whole time. Anyway,
How old is he?
he's got to be my age. He's been there 26 years also.
Jesus. Old man, huh?
Yeah. Funny. Oh, Lord. Anyway. What else has been happening? We finally got a TV. I don't know if we've told you this before.
Yeah, we got a TV for our anniversary. And it has not been the addiction that we thought it would be.
Well, that
was one thing that we had always been concerned about, is we spend too much time in front of the TV. But we still basically just do it at those very set times a day where you want to catch the late night shows in the morning.
Well, there's nothing to watch.
No, there's not.
I don't watch TV shows the way...
And I mean, we're not hooked up to any kind of cable or satellite. We're just, got one of those TVs, smart TVs that hooks up to the internet. So, I mean, I put Netflix on it and I've watched one thing on it in the past 2 weeks.
I thought we would watch more movies, but we really don't
DVDs,
have.
But we don't really have. I don't know.
You know what? We could start checking them out at the library since there are no more video rental places.
What Peter has found is that all of them are damaged at the library. He has tried to get some series, and they always have scratches because nobody takes care of things.
I don't know. We'll see.
We did get rid of a lot of our DVDs a while back because we stopped watching TV.
Well, we're
also not used to ads. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
I've got all the ad blockers on, the desktops, and so it's kind of disconcerting just having to grab the mute button and the skip button and stuff, and it's kind of irritating actually.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to try to start having movie nights once a weekend. But I don't know what we'd watch because we have different tastes in things.
Yeah, we have very different taste in movies. I'm fine with a big dumb action movie.
And I want to watch old MGM musicals.
Yeah, my husband, old gay man. I swear to God, we tried watching Oklahoma, but the get golly hee hee.
Oh, I love all that old stuff.
It was really upsetting.
I'd like to watch.
I hate hillbillies and rednecks around here. I don't want to listen to that crap. And that is over the top.
I'd like to see Gigi again, American in Paris.
Maybe if we did something like that, I'd be more willing. Ooh, Paula Prentice movie.
Yeah, what movie is that?
Man's Favorite Sport?
Man's Favorite Sport.
I don't know.
She was in one with Rock Hudson, and she was in one with her husband, and I can't Remember the name?
Benjamin. What is his name? Richard Benjamin?
Richard Benjamin. She was so good looking. And now she's so old.
Beautiful. No! You mean shit. She's still beautiful.
She has an inner beauty.
No, she was drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
That sporty, healthy, cute, lithe, limber.
Yeah.
Who's gay now?
I like a woman that is willing to go hiking with you and go to the beach and, you know.
When are you taking me to Savannah?
I don't know. Whenever we have the money, I suppose.
Oh, we'll never go anywhere if we're waiting to have money. Oh. And we get money for the important things. Good food. And now, lawn care. Having somebody come out and do our lawn, thank God. Such a relief to have somebody come in every couple of weeks and just take care of everything for us. We should have done that sooner.
Well, I can't think of anything else that's been going on.
My dad came over this week. I made him an Indian feast. Of course, I made everybody an Indian feast.
I ate on that for 3 meals.
No, for 3 days. Multiple meals. I made a nice dal, a plain rice and a vegetable pilau rice. And I made a samosa mix, but didn't do the samosa dough. And I made a yogurt sauce with coriander and mint. And then I had a regular Rayada yogurt mix. Oh, and I did a potato onion curry on the side as well.
What are those little seeds that are in that?
Oh, the mustard seeds.
It's mustard seeds. Okay.
They're fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like the curry leaves in there?
Yes, I do. I like them a lot.
I had to order those special from Amazon because I can't find them locally and we don't get up to Atlanta anymore.
That's not the same thing as fenugreek, is it?
Oh, heck no. No.
Amazing.
I would like some of those rolled fenugreek leaf things. Well, I can't remember what those were called. We used to get them in the frozen section up at
Oh, Raida?
No, the fenugreek rolls.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name of them, though.
Yeah, I can't either. Oh, they were so good.
What's it called?
Had a pickled sort of effect. I don't know.
Oh, God. What is that called?
Oh, I miss going to Indian restaurants where you can go and get like a beet halwa or a carrot halwa at the end. And you've got the naan, and then you've got the roti, and you've got dosas, that thin pancake with it's filled.
That's going to drive me crazy until I think of that, what the name of that stuff is.
Ooh, and sambar as well as a basic dal. Couple different types of rices, several different types of chutneys and yogurt dishes and such. Ooh, and a good coconut side. And, the fresh veg that they cut up. What is that called? And then
among the desserts, they have carrot halwa and beet halwa. And
beet you can't find anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
And then all the individual things for the different dishes. You've got the cauliflower and the okra and the potato and the peas. And it's just,
well, next week is a 3-day weekend, so maybe we can go up to our favorite Indian place and eat.
That's
all
an
right.
idea.
Yeah. All right, we've reached the limit of the show, so we're just about out of here.
Okay.
I'll put the name of that dish in the description if I can find it.
If we can find it. Looks like little pinwheels or something.
It's like a forest green, and they're solidly, densely packed, sort of roll sliced.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't think of the name of it.
I can't either.
All right, well that's it. See you later. Bye.